Yo, what is good YouTube? It is your boy Scooteezy, and today we are back with another Pokemon Legends EA tier list video. Now, in today's tier list, we're going to be discussing how good I think each of the returning Mega Evolutions are in Pokemon Legends EA ranked battles. Now, if you guys missed it yesterday, we did do a tier list talking about all of the new Mega Evolutions, and today I want to talk about the returning ones because there are quite a few of them, and quite a few of them are actually incredibly good. So without further ado, let's jump into it. So, kicking us off here, we have Abomasnow, which actually has a pretty interesting niche in this metagame, right? As I mentioned a lot in yesterday's video, I do think Garchomp is the best Pokemon in the game right now. Well, I have two Abomasnows here. And Abomasnow has a really solid matchup into Garchomp in particular, right? Of course, you're an Ice type, so you hit it for super effective damage. On top of that, you're a Grass type, so you resist the Earthquakes, which is very, very important right now. I do think Earthquake is the best move in the game. So having a Grass type is actually really, really solid. And again, just being able to hit, things like Garchomp, D-Knight, Salam's super effective damage is really good. Now, I will say the one thing going against this mon is that unfortunately does not have access to freeze dry in this game. That is like the one thing that makes me a bit sad about it. I'm like, if it had freeze dry, it would be kind of cracked, right? Because if you had freeze dry, you could hit Gyarados in base form, in mega form. You could also then hit, of course, Garchomp, and then you could also tech on something like an Earthquake just to hit things like Metagross, Excadrill, etc. Right? So this Pokemon though, it does have a lot of coverage, right? As we said, its offensive stats really nice. You can play this thing mixed attacker. As we see, it also has access to things like Swords Dance. But really, you can run Blizzard, you can run Leaf Storm, you can run Solar Beam, you can run Earthquake. I believe it also has, it gets Rock Slide, which is kind of okay. What is the move I was thinking of? All right, I don't know what I was thinking of. But yeah, you can even, again, like something physical where you go like Wood Hammer, Swords Dance, Earthquake, and then do you get like Icicle Crash? I'm guessing not, right? You probably don't have Ice Physical. I mean, you could run Shard, actually. Shard's probably not too bad. You probably want the big attack. Yeah, so, I mean, even then, you could probably still go like Blizzard and then like run Earthquake, right? You could run like Swords Dance, EQ, Wood Hammer, plus Earthquake, which I think is pretty solid. But yeah, I actually think Abomasnow does have a really solid matchup in the metagame right now. I'm going to chuck it in the B tier. So next up is Absol. Now, I'm not going to lie, Mega Absol is like, it's not a bad mon by any means, right? Like, if you have a look at Mega Absol, right, its attack's really good, obviously a decent mixed attacker. Its bulk is pretty abysmal. That is like the one thing I would say that goes against it. But its physical attack stat is very, very high. But the one thing with like Absol is like, it's a pure dark type, which does feel kind of awkward. Like, yeah, it gets decent coverage. Like you look at it, right, of course, it gets things like Shadow Claw. I have seen people try to run Perish Song on it. I mean, it gets Calm Mind. It's probably a bit fraudulent, but like you could always run like a casual Ice Beam on a physical set. I would say the biggest issue I have with this mon is that it kind of wishes it was a special attacker, but it also kind of wishes it had like a second stab, really. Like, again, like looking at this, you could probably make this thing work. Go like Calm Mind, right? You get Ice Beam, you get T-Bolt, you get Dark Pulse, right? So like you could run like stab plus like double coverage. You've got strong Dark Pulses for the Metagrosses. You got T-Bolt that helps out into the Gyarados. You can run Ice Beam, which is good for, of course, the Garchomps. You've got Swords Dance for a physical set as well. Like, what else you go? You got like physical, like I guess, yeah, you could go like Swords Dance and Knock. Like Play Rough's okay, actually. Like, it gets good stuff, but yeah, honestly, I'm not too sure. Also, CC is actually not too bad. Like, this mon like has stuff I can do, but it's a pure dark type. I think there's better darks in the game. I'm happy just to put it into the C tier, honestly. So, Mega Aero is a mon I actually have not seen too much, but in theory, it's actually pretty good in the metagame right now. So, if we just pull up Aerodactyl here, right? How do you spell Aerodactyl? I feel like I stuff this up every time. Oh, what the hell? It's just actually how I thought it was. What the fuck? I'm an idiot. Aerodactyl, where are you? Aerodactyl. There you are. Okay. God, finding mons on this thing is hard sometimes. Maybe I'm just stupid. But yeah, look, this mon has a lot of great coverage, right? It gets Thunder Fang and it gets Ice Fang, which again, we'll talk about it a lot, but Gyarados, having coverage into things like Gyarados, having coverage into things like Garchomp is super duper important right now, right? Also, Flying Stab in this game, not too bad, especially when it is Fly. Fly in this game mode is pretty good because it lets you disappear, deals big damage, it chases after targets. Really, really good. Rock moves in this game also really, really good. You can run Stone Edge pretty comfortably, right? Stone Edge actually really, really good in this game. So I do think something like Stone Edge, Fly, and then like Double Fang is actually not too bad. It does look like it doesn't have access to SD or Bulk Up, which is kind of sad. Like, I am personally a huge fan of setup moves in this game. Yeah, dude, it doesn't look like it gets it. Like, I think it's okay. Again, like, you are kind of weak to Gyarados, but you can threaten it with big damage. What else? Like, flying's like not too bad right now. Again, like being a stab rock type also feels really solid. I think I'm happy to put it in the B tier for now. Like, again, it's a decent mon. Like, you can definitely, like, get some good results with this. Again, being a ground immunity is just fantastic right now. But its base stats do leave a little to be desired. Like 80, 85, 95 is kind of subpar. 135 attack is like, it's cool, but in a metagame like this, it's not amazing. And 150 speed is unreal, but again, speed just doesn't matter in this game. So, yeah, I think right now I'll leave it in the B tier and we could potentially move it around later. So Mega Aggron has a absurd stat pool in terms of like, you know, how bulky it is, right? We have a look at Mega Aggron. 230 defense is just absurd. I would say the biggest issue is it's like, one, it's a steel type. There's 2 ground types in the metagame. Everything's running coverage. And it also doesn't have access to filter. Like if it had filter, it would definitely make things a bit cooler for it. Dropping the rock type obviously is nice, but realistically, it's a steel type. It doesn't have access to body press. Yes, its physical defense is really good. Yes, there are, you know, fairies running around, things like Gardevoir, Floette, Clef, but I don't know, man. I think the issue I have with Aggron is like, it's just hard to be a steel type that like doesn't have an absurd attack stat. Like 140 is like actually pretty solid, I guess. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm underrating this thing, but like when I just think about it, I'm just like, oh, dude, what do you have? What do you have? Let's have a look here. Because, like, in theory, I guess it is actually kind of good, but it's like, how good, right? That's kind of the issue. Do you get the fangs at least? I mean, you get, I guess you get Thunder Punch, actually. And you get Ice Punch. I don't know, maybe I'm underrating this thing. Do you get SD? I mean, it gets a lot of moves, my goodness. Damn, yeah, no SD, kind of sad. I don't know, maybe I'm underrating it a bit. Like, it is so bulky. I don't know, I feel like I actually can't say it's worse than Absol. Yeah, I'll put it in the C tier. Like, its attack's good. 140 is good. Its physical defense, great. Like, you can definitely live an attack from, like, a boosted Garchomp and stuff like that. But, yeah, I don't know if I can go any higher than the C tier. So, Mega Alakazam. This is another, like, really interesting mon, right? Because, like, again, when you look at its... Oh, dude, Mega Alakazam's ban... Alakazam. Yeah, Mega Alakazam ban, of course. 175 special attack is absurd. But the 55, 65, 105 bulk is just... It's pretty subpar, like, let's be honest. The bulk is, like, it's bad. It's getting one-shot by, like, it's one of those things where, like, if a Garchomp is, like, just one-shotting you in base, then it's like, you're not really that scary, like, if you know what I mean. Also, how am I struggling so much to find this? God, I'm awful at this. Not enough highlighted stuff there. Anyway, looking at this mon, right? So, you kind of look at it, right? You see all these coverage moves, like, wow, Ice, Electric. It's like, yeah, but they're physical. They're the punches. If this thing got, like, Ice Beam and T-Bolt, I think it would be kind of crazy. One cool thing in this game mode, though, is it does have access to a really strong Focus Blast that does hit, which is cool. It gets Dazzling Gleam, which is cool. It gets Nasty Plot, but I do think it also gets Calm Mind as well, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, Calm Mind, yeah, you learn it by level up. So there is like a world where like Calm Mind, Psyshock, like Focus Blast, and then like Gleam is okay. Like I think like this mon offensively is broken, right? Like 175 with boosting is kind of cracked. Its issue is its bulk is just so bad that it's like things like Mega Drill, Mega Chomp, if they catch you, they're just one-tapping you. Especially like when you look how bad this thing is on the physical end, 55, 65, even if you max this HP stat out, you're still not living. I'm happy to put it in the B tier just because offensively it is super insane, but again, its bulk I think really just lets it down, especially when physical mons are just so strong right now. So Altaria is a really interesting mon in theory. Like flying type is good into the earthquake spam. It's a, you know, dragon fairy on Mega, which means its matchup into Chomp isn't like too bad. Like being able to like dodge outrages with Mega is pretty good. You aren't amazing into drill, especially drills that are running rock moves, which has become quite common. Your matchup into Gyarados is like kind of bad, right? Because it's like, yeah, they can Ice Fang you. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, in theory, it's not bad. And, like, we can have a look at its stats, but there's not really that much to talk about, I don't think. Offensively, it's not insane. Its bulk is, like, okay. Dragon Fairy's cool, but, like, you have to Mega it. Yeah, I'm going to go D tier. I think, like, when you share a typing with D-Knight and Salamence, it's just so hard to, like, survive, I guess. So I'm happy with D tier. All right, so Mega Fabio, a really, really cool mon. One I'm actually pretty excited to talk about. Arguably the premier electric type in the format. Now, I do think some of the other electric mons are actually pretty good, but Mega Fabio right now is a mon I am seeing pop off, right? So, again, it has a really bad speed stat, but in this game mode, speed is not that important. 95, 105, 110 is really respectable, but it's that 165 special attack that does carry this thing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Ampharos actually has really bad like coverage, I guess, but really all it needs in this metagame is Dragon plus Electric, right? So unfortunately, if you have a look at it, right, it does only get D-Pulse. It doesn't get access to Draco, which is kind of sad, but really D-Pulse, T-Bolt, and Discharge is probably all this mon really needs. Cotton Guard is also really interesting right now. I've also seen people running variants with screens where like you can run something like Reflect or Light Screen, and you kind of just like lead with this mon, right? You click Reflect. Charge is another also really good option as well. I've seen people run things like Reflect, Charge, and then like just double stab, where you just go like, you know, Thunderbolt plus what's it called, where is it, Dragon Pulse, and it's just like really solid. It makes you super tough to kill, like behind a screen. Like as you go Reflect, right, you raise up your defense, and you go Charge and you boost your special defense and your special and your electric moves, right? So it makes them on super bulky. It allows it to live things like Earthquake, and right now, as I said, right, when you look at the top of the meta, you've got Gyarados, like arguably the best mon in the game, really good there. And then again, you look what's just under that, it's like Garchomp is probably number 2. So again, you're a dragon type, you can threaten big damage into it, and again with Reflect, it allows you to live attacks. So yeah, Mega Fabio, one of the best mons in the game, probably the premier electric type, at least right now. So Mega Audino is actually a really interesting mon that has been rising up quite a bit. So the thing with Audino, right, is, why can't I find it? Mega Audino, here it is. So when it megas against the fairy type, its bulk is really good. 103, 126, 126 is kind of insane. Its offenses obviously leave a lot to be desired, but really what this mon does best is it wishes and it sets up screens, and basically just, it allows one of your mons to be just like this infinite tank. It's like, yes, it can deal a little bit of damage with like, you know, a Dazzling Gleam. Yes, it also gets access to things like Calm Mind, but realistically, it is just one of the premier screen setters. It plays a very similar role to Meganium, a little less offensive, a bit more defensive. Again, it does get access to Wish as well to heal up your team. I'm happy to put it in the B tier. I do think it is one of the better screen mons in the game right now, and screens is picking up a lot. I don't know if you guys saw my video from last night playing Mega Gren. There was a game I played where, I am not shitting you, like I lead my like AV Metagross, and 3 people in my game all just like click Reflect instantly. I was like, damn, it's really gonna be one of those games. So next up is Mega Banette. Now this is not a mon I really know what to think, right? So Mega Banette, it hits really hard. Its physical attack's great. Its bulk is just so subpar, like 65, 75. Like when I think about this mon, you're just getting bopped by Garchomp. Like in my mind, if you're just getting bopped by a Garchomp, it's like, why am I playing you, right? Like it feels kind of bad, I'm not gonna lie, right? But in saying that, it does get some cool stuff, right? I'm sure it gets Will-O-Wisp. As a matter of fact, I'm almost certain it gets Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, so you get Willow. So Willow's not bad, right? The ability just to throw out a burn's really good. You do get T-Bolt for coverage. Probably not actually worth it, right? You just, yeah, you're a physical attacker. Ignore what I said there. Do you get T-Punch? You don't even get T-Punch, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a bit fraudulent. I do think like Will-O-Wisp SD with like Shadow Sneak Phantom Force is like maybe okay. Like I think Phantom Force is good. Like what would you want Gunk Shot for? Like if anything, like do you have Brick Break? It doesn't even get, yeah, no, this is just a bad mon, unfortunately. Like I love Banette so much. I think it's like one of the coolest mega designs we have, but I just don't think it's good. All right, so Mega Beedrill. Absolutely love this mon, a super cool design. I am actually yet to see a single Mega Beedrill on the ladder, which is actually kind of crazy. Beedrill. Stats wise, this thing has 0 bulk. It is not living anything, but its attacks are very powerful. And it does get some cool stuff as well. I believe it got U-Turn in this game, which U-Turn's like really interesting. I haven't played around with it too much yet, but I've heard people saying it's like really good. I don't know if it actually counts as a swap if you click U-Turn. If it doesn't, I could see that being like really cool, where you just hit him with this like powerful U-Turn and then you dodge an attack. Which is really sick. I think Lunge is cool, P-Jab's cool, Drill Run's also really nice. You do get access to SD as well, so like this mon is a walking nuke. Like SD off this thing kind of goes crazy. As I said, U-Turn's kind of sick. You've got Drill Run, which is super important because this mon cannot touch Steel types. It can't touch Extra Drill, it can't touch Metagross. So if it didn't have Drill Run, it would be in a lot of trouble. But yeah, I think something like, you know, Drill Run, P-Jab, U-Turn, and SD could actually be pretty solid on this mon. Sadly, its bulk just lets it down. As much as I would love to put it in the B tier because I love it, I think it's probably C tier. I think it's better than Absol, just because it like, I don't know, U-Turn just seems like really cool, but like they're kind of the same thing, right? They're hard hitters with 0 bulk. All right, so Mega Blastoise. Blastoise, obviously a fan favorite. I love this mon. I think if it had Shell Smash in this game, it would be a whole lot cooler. Where do I want to put this thing? It's probably B tier, I'm gonna say. Like, the thing with Blastoise is it's a really bulky water type, right? As we can see, it also got banned as well. It's a really bulky water type, right? 79 is like pretty average, but 120, 115 definitely makes up for it. And 135 special attack is really, really solid. But the issue I would say with Blastoise is it's like, when you think about what this mon's gonna do, right? You're going to be clicking, what? Water move, ice move, and then it's kind of like, what else do you have, right? So if we have a look at it, right? Ice Beam, you want Ice Beam 100%, right? You also probably want Hydro Pump or Surf, right? Which, again, you've got Surf's pretty good. You probably could even run Double Up. It actually does have Work Up as well, which is kind of interesting. Like, is there a world where you run, like, Bulk Up Mixed? Probably not, right? I mean, 103 is, like, okay, but it's probably not that good. Just trying to think, like, what would third move be on this set? Because, like, the issue is you don't have your ability. If you had your ability, then, like, yeah, you can run something cool. But it's probably just, like, Hydro, Surf, Ice Beam with, like, Work Up, if I'm being real. Like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I actually think, like, it's a decent mon, right? A bulky water type into, you know, the top of the meta is really solid. If it had T-Bolt, I think it would be a bit of a different story. But I'm happy to put this in the B tier. Like, I would probably say it sits, like, around here, maybe. Like, maybe better than... I don't know. I feel like currently it probably is better than Abomasnow, but I think Abomasnow just has a better, like, limit, if you know what I mean. All right, so Mega Camel. This is a mon I have not seen too much. I love Mega Camel. I wish it got Eruption in this game. I would say, like, one of the big things Mega Camel has, like, going against it is its, like, second best stat is this attack stat. And again, like, it has no speed, which is fine. 70, 100, 105 is, like, also respectable bulk. Unfortunately, you're a fire type, so you're bad into Chomp, you're bad into Drill. I mean, you're, like, decent into Drill, but, like, and you've got, like, Earthquake as well and Fire. So, like, I guess you're okay into Drill. But, like, as a ground type, again, it's really hard to justify it for me when you have things like Extra Drill and Garchomp at the top of the meta, right? Also, again, like, you've got Gyarados as well, hits you for 4 times super effective damage. It's one of those things, like, my bias is like, no, like, Camel's good, but, like, is Camel really good? Like, is it good? Like, what else do you get? Like, obviously, you get your double stab. Curse is, like, kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Like, Heat Wave's, like, cool. You get access to Willow. Yeah, there's, like, nothing I'm looking at here that's, like, jumping off the screen at me. Like, Earth Power is a really good move. Like, I will give it that. Earth Power is a really sick move, but I think it's... Yeah, I think it's D tier. Like, it's only D tier, though, because of the top 3 mons, right? It just loses to Chomp, it loses to Drill, it loses to Gyarados. Like, yeah, it's got an okay matchup into the Fairies. Like, it has access to Amnesia, but... I don't know. It's hard for me to rank it any higher than this. I think its matchups are just too bad. All right, so we have the Mega Zards. I might as well rank these together. I'm gonna say they're both. Do I want to say they're both top of B? Like, the thing, right, is the Charizard in base form has an Earthquake immunity, which is really good. The issue is everything's kind of running rock coverage right now. If everything didn't have, like, Stone Edge or Rock Blast or something, I would probably rank them a bit higher. In terms of, like, the fire flying one, like, I do think it likes getting away from its defensive typing. Like, at times, it is obviously one of the top special attackers in the game, especially from a fire type. Flying also is pretty solid stab right now. I would say its biggest issue is it definitely needs to be paired with something that allows it to fight, obviously Gyarados. Like, that's, like, the real kicker for it. As for Charizard X, it's like, it has an okay matchup into Chomp, but typically you bet on Chomp, right? It's probably like whoever gets the Outrage off first realistically wins. But in saying that, like, you know, you've got SD, right? You got Blitz, you've got Outrage, you've got Earthquake. The other form, it's got Air Slash, it's got Heat Wave, Fire Blast. Like, there are stuff they can both do. They're both solid. Like, their stats are okay. Like, I should probably, like, pull up their stats if I'm going to talk about, like, the 2 Charizard forms. Charizard. But yeah, like, their stats are great. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, Charizard has, like, nice stats. Oh my god, how do I keep getting Chandelure? Like, you look at this, right? Like, 159 is, like, really solid. Like, the bulk is, like, okay on the special end, which, again, like, this mon's, its physical bulk's not as bad. The only thing, like, I would say you really care about is Gyarados. Like, you don't care about the other 2 as much unless they have rock coverage. The thunder coverage, the electric coverage is a bit annoying. Like, you also have, like, a really good matchup into Metagross as well. Again, like, this one here, because it has the better physical bulk, I think it is a little bit better, but, like, the 130, I think is where you kind of lose me. And it also doesn't get access to Draco. Like, if it got access to Draco, then it could be, like, a bit different, because it's like, oh, you can just, like, play Special Zard X. Especially because, like, it doesn't have Tough Claws, so, like, it doesn't matter that you play Special. But yeah, look, I just think they're both B tier. They're both solid. I think they're definitely playable, and they are 2 of the premium fire types right now. It's just hard to really put them above that, in my opinion. Alright, so Gallade is a actually pretty interesting mon. I've heard a lot of really good things about Gallade. A lot of it is like, because it gets like really good coverage and it has like really good attack. I think one of the big things going for Gallade as well is that like it has the punches off memory, right? So yeah, you got Thunder Punch, you got Ice Punch, which again is fantastic. The fact that you can Thunder Punch a Gyarados, Ice Punch a Garchomp is like really, really good. You also get access to Bulk Up, you also get access to screens if you want it. Brick Break is also really important right now. CC is kind of broken, so this mon actually does have quite a bit going for it, right? There are a lot of moves it can click. It also has things like Will-O-Wisp if you want to kind of be cheeky with it. But I don't know, like my thing with Gallade is it's like, it's physical, its bulk's like okay, like 68's not great, but 95, 115 solid, 165 attack is actually really strong. Like this thing is actually a beast. So like I've heard people say it's good. I'm happy to put it into the B tier, probably like somewhere around here. Like again, its attacks are great. I do think it probably is the lesser of the two Ralts evolutions. And we'll kind of talk about that really shortly by the looks of it. But yeah, look, I think it's good. It's got stuff, right? It has setup, it has a lot of coverage. Again, Thunder Punch, Ice Punch right now are like super good. If you got those, you're kind of laughing. Yeah, I'm happy with B tier. I think it's solid there. All right, so we've spoken about it essentially the entire video. Garchomp S tier, the best, or I don't want to say the best, the strongest Pokemon in the game in my opinion. Dig is really good in this game. Dig just chases people down. It's a really good way to surprise people as well, right? You can third party him, sniper KO when they're not ready. Earthquake is the best move in the game, right? It's a big AoE and it's even bigger off Mega Chomp, which is kind of crazy. Outrage off this thing slaps. It also gets access to things like Stone Edge, which is really good. And one of the beautiful things about Garchomp in a game mode like this is that its stats don't matter. And when I say its stats don't matter, I mean the thing that killed Mega Garchomp, right? This 10 drop in speed, it doesn't matter. You take that 40 attack, you take that 20 defense, you take that 10 special defense, you take it all. You absolutely love it. This thing's bulk is crazy. 108, 115, 95 is really good, especially when you have 170 attack to go with it. This is just, like, in my opinion, if Gyarados particularly wasn't in this game, this would hands down be the best Pokemon in the game. Gyarados just has this really good niche, and you know what, while we're at it, let's just rank Gyarados, right, as well. This is the best mon in the game, in my opinion, simply because it matches up into the strongest mon in the game. Gyarados, it ignores Earthquake, it has Ice Fang, it just has a really positive matchup. It's also really bulky as well. So we'll just talk, we'll leave it there. We'll talk about Gyarados in a second. But yeah, Chomp is just absurd. This is the most broken Pokemon in the game, in my opinion. Play it, if you need to grind for your, like, Greninja art or your coming Delphox art, whatever, play Garchomp. Garchomp's the best mon in the game, hands down. And then Gyarados, while we're here, let's just talk about it, because I do think, again, this kind of like piggybacks off it. Base form Gyarados is just busted. Having that ground immunity is really good. 95, 79, 100 bulk is pretty solid for base form, but going up to 95, 109, 130 bulk is actually insane. And then 155 attack is really good. Picking up the dark type is also really solid, because like outside of Greninja, there's like no dark types right now that are like kind of running around. And this one, it just wants to play things like Bounce, because again, Bounce in the current metagame is really good. Waterfall is just so sick. If you guys haven't watched it, like Waterfall in this game's so broken. Like it's crazy because it's like 5 less damage than Liquidation, but Liquidation is just like puny little attack. Waterfall just like dives through the enemy team. It's really good, man. But yeah, it gets Ice Fang. I think I've even seen people say it gets like Thunder Fang as well. Does it get Thunder Fang? Okay, I lied. It doesn't get Thunder Fang. But I know it gets Bounce. I know it gets Crunch. Crunch is really good. It also gets access to Earthquake as well. Like I've seen people drop either Crunch or Bounce for Earthquake. So yeah, just like these two mons, they are running the meta. I think Gyarados is the best mon in the game, and Garchomp the strongest mon in the game. All right, now, so piggybacking off what we just said earlier, Gardevoir, Fairy type, the better of the Ralts evolutions. I think Gardevoir is a absolute top tier threat in this game. Again, you look at the mons on top, right? You have a Dark type, Moonblast. You have a Dragon type, Moonblast. You look at the guy we have in the A tier with them, Moonblast. Click Calm Mind. I think Gardevoir is the premier fairy in the game. I think that, like, you can definitely make arguments for Clef, you can definitely make arguments for Floette, but this mod, it just hits so damn hard, right? Like, if you have a look at Guardy, it just, like, look at these stats, like, 68, 65 is definitely, like, subpar, but 165, when you have, like, Moonblast from a long range, you have Psyshock, which is, like, a honing attack, you have access to Calm Mind, you have access to Thunderbolt. This mon is just good. Like, I can't praise it enough. Gardevoir just, it has such a positive matchup into the best mons in the game that it's hard for me to put it anything lower than the A tier. All right, so Mega Gengar. This is a interesting mon because I'm going to be honest, it's going to go at the top of the B tier. I think it's like a metagame shift away from being really good. Like, again, when you think about the mons that are good right now, I'm pretty sure, let me just double check this. I am almost certain that Gengar gets access to Thunderbolt. I just want to like confirm that before I start talking out my ass. Gengar, here you are, yeah. So I'm pretty sure this guy gets T-Bolt. Really quick, do you get T-Bolt? Yeah, okay, so you get T-Bolt, which is fantastic. That's like number one thing you need to be good. It gets Shadow Ball, it gets Sludge Wave, I'm pretty sure it gets Sludge Bomb. I think it also gets Nasty Plot off memory. Yeah, it gets Nasty Plot. So this mon, it's kind of got it all right. It's got everything it needs. It also has Focus Blast as well to hit those Dark types, so you could probably opt to drop one of your stab moves, whether it be, oh, actually, no, what am I saying? You don't need Dark Balls. You just got like Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, T-Bolt, Plot, right? Something like that. Oh, yeah, actually, because you need T-Bolt. Yeah, like, it's got a lot going for it. I think the mon is really good. I wish it had Ice Beam. If it had Ice Beam, I'd feel a lot better about it. Actually, it gets Icy Wind. Is Icy Wind good? I'd have to see the damage on that. I don't think Icy Wind's doing enough. Like, at that point, you may as well just, like, Shadow Ball it, right? But, yeah, I think this mon's good. It has a lot going for it. Its special attack stats, like, obviously absurd. Like, if we pull up Gengar here, it's probably banned, isn't it? Yeah, classic. Mega Gengar. Like, 60, 80, 95 is, like, pretty subpar, but this is just such a high special attack stat. And you have access to Plot. Yeah, I don't know. Gengar, it's good, man. I think top of B tier is probably where it belongs. Let's unpause this. All right, so we're back. All right, so next up is Glalie. Now, the thing with Glalie is I need to check one thing in particular, right? Glalie. Glalie. So, do you have Freeze Dry? I think the answer is no. Freeze Dry is not in... Oh, no, it gets... Wait, what? Move Tutor? What? Frostlass doesn't get it, does it? Am I crazy here? I thought there's... Yeah, okay, I was going to say... Okay, that's strange. So Glalie gets Freeze Dry. That's a big plus for Glalie, right? I will give that to Glalie. Freeze Dry is huge. Because, again, having a way to hit both Garchomp and Gyarados for super effective damage, very, very important, right? So this one can run Freeze Dry. It can run Ice Beam Blizzard, and then one other cool thing it can do is just Boom. It has Explosion, and it has Self-Destruct. Granted, you probably just want to run Explosion. It is the stronger of the two, but really, I think that is a kind of cool set, right? You get Freeze Dry, you get Blizzard, Ice Beam. You also get Ice Shot as well. So, like, this one can run mixed, because, like, again, one of the cool things about this game mode is, like, you don't really need your speed stat. And like its bulk is like average 80 is like not great, but 120 in both attacks is solid. You can just run like a Quiet Nature or something like that, I think, and it's completely fine. And yeah, I actually think it's like, it's not bad, dude. Glalie probably beats here. Like, I would say my biggest issue with Glalie is that it probably just gets outclassed by what's it called, Glaceon, but I think it's still solid, right? Like, it's, again, I think Boom is kind of what makes the difference, because it's like one of those things where maybe you get a carry with Ice Beam, Blizzard, whatever, Freeze Dry, and then it's like, oh, I'm going down. I just Boom and try to take as many with me as I can. So I do think Glalie's good. I'm going to go with B tier here. All right, so my GOAT, Heracross. This is a tricky one to rank because I think it's better than everything in the B tier. I don't think it's as good as the A tier. Like, I don't look at this mon and just say, yes, it is great here, right? Because, like, again, you think about it, it's bad into base Gyarados, right? Typically, you run Rock Blast just so you can hit it. Of course, you're not bad into Mega Gyarados, especially if they don't have flying coverage. Into Garchomp, it's kind of 50-50. You don't hit it for super effective damage. You resist the Earthquake. Obviously, typically bad into Gardevoir. Now, if you do catch Gardevoir with something like a Mega Horn, you can KO it. Again, you've kind of just got, like, an even matchup into, like, Amphi. So, like, against the top of the meta, it's kind of just like 50-50, right? It's like, does Gyarados have bounce? No, okay, the matchup's fine. You know, do they have a strong fairy type? It's like, yes, well, if you do, then like, obviously you've got switches, right? Typically, you're going to play it with something like, you know, something like Metagross, for example. So it's like, it's better than everything in the B tier. I don't know, like, I'm going to put it A tier for now. I think it's good. Like, again, like one of the things that Mega Heracross has, right, is like, it kind of got screwed over, right? Losing, like, in regular Pokemon, like, losing speed is so bad, but you gain 60 attack, 40 defense, 10 special defense. Like, yeah, you lose the speed, but, like, its attack stats absurd. It's, like, it is the strongest one in the game. Like, I'm almost certain. If you have a look, attack, yeah, 185. Yeah, it's 175. So it is the strongest one in the game. In terms of pure power, this thing slaps. It has CC and Mega Horn, both 120 base power attacks. Super, super strong. You have a Rock Blast that always hits and allows you to hit things like the Flying type. So again, really good. Fantastic into Zards. Like, when I've tested it, I love when a Charizard, like, tries to run at me. You just Rock Blast, you go, duh, 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 and they can't get off a fire move. It's really funny. So I'm going to say A tier for now. This could change later, but for now, we'll keep it there. All right, Mega Houndoom. I'm going to go C tier. Like, Houndoom actually has pretty good stats. Like, all things considered, you look at Mega Houndoom, It's like bulk at 75, 90, 90. It's not terrible. Like, it's not fantastic. You're still getting EQ'd. 140 special attack's pretty decent. Dark Fire is typically a really good typing. But I would say, like, the issue is, like, in terms of fire types, I think both Charizard's outclass you. I think Mega Chandelure outclasses you. Is there any more, like, fire types here? It doesn't look like it. I mean, Camerupt's, like, you're probably better than Camel. But yeah, I can't really go any higher than this. Like, you kind of just lose to, like, the 3 best mons in the game, and you're kind of, like, 50-50 against, like, everything else. Like, if you have a look up here, the only one that has, like, a decent matchup into is Heracross, but, like, if you get caught by a CC, it's kind of over. So, yeah, I'm just going to say CT. I just don't think Mega Houndoom in general is a good Pokemon. All right, Mega Kang. Mega Kang's really interesting, right? Because if you've ever played competitive Pokemon, you know this was, at its peak, the most broken Pokemon in the game. Mega Kang is just absurd, right? But the issue is in this game, loses its ability, right? So we can see it is actually banned here. 125 attack obviously doesn't seem like anything too crazy, but with Parental Bond allowing you to hit a second time, it does still get access to Power Up Punch. 105, 100, 100 is decent bulk, but it's so funny because it's like, I see the potential with Kang. I'm pretty sure this thing gets all the elemental punches. Let me double check. You get Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Yeah, so you get the elemental punches, right? What is your best, like, normal type stab? Is it, dude, is it takedown? It can't be takedown. Like, I'm sure it gets Giga Impact, but, like, that's realistically not spammable. You get Body Slam. Yeah, your best stab is, like, Body Slam, I guess. Yeah, that feels kind of rough. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it gets Work Up, which isn't bad. Work Up is solid, but, like, it's hard, right? Because being a normal type, it has fantastic coverage, right? You know, as we said, it gets Thunder Punch, it gets Ice Punch, really good. It gets Dig, also really good. It gets Rock Tomb, I'm sure it gets Rock Slide. It probably gets Stone Edge as well. Stone Edge. I can't see Stone Edge, but I feel like it should get a Rock Tomb. Maybe it doesn't get Stone Edge, okay. But, like, it has good bulk, it has good attack. It's only weak to fighting types. Like, it's Mega Kang. I feel like it's B tier. Like, it is a bulky normal type. Like, when I look at this, it probably, like, in my opinion, ends up, like, here. It's just so weird. Like, not having super effective attacks, it just feels odd. It's definitely on my list because, again, like, 100, 105, 100, 100 is good. And then, like, 125 attack, like, it's not bad, but, like, I think if this one just had it, if it had its ability, it'd be, like, straight in the S tier. Like, just double Ice Punch, double Power Punch, all that stuff, it's broken. But yeah, without it, I don't know. It's hard for me to be like, yeah, this thing's just busted. All right, Lopunny, this is, like, another interesting one, right? Like, I'm happy to put it, like, right here in the beats here with the other two normal types. When you look at Mega Lopunny, it is really quick, which sadly, like, doesn't really do anything for it in this game. 136 attack is solid, but, like, 95, 94, 96 is just, it's okay. It's, like, it's not great, though. I guess the question with Lopunny, same as everything else, is do you get the elemental punches? Yeah, you get Thunder Punch, you get Ice Punch, bang. We got ourselves a Mon. It gets SD, it gets Close Combat. What is your best normal type stab, though? Is it just, it's gonna be like Body Press, isn't it? Headbutt, yeah. So, I mean, look, that's fine. You probably just go, like, CC, Elemental Punches, and SD. I think it's okay. Like, again, nothing crazy. Like, stab close combat's not a bad thing to have in this metagame. I would say that the biggest drawback, though, is it really has to Mega. Like, this is going to be, like, one of the absolute worst Pokemon without its Mega. Like, you look at this BST, dude, like, yeah, without Mega, you are ST-ruggling. This mod probably needs a lot of support. Probably needs, like, screen support or something. But I still think it's good. It hits hard. CC is good. It has the elemental punches. Yeah, it's hard for me to, like, say it's... I mean, I look at some of these mons, it's like, is it really better? I mean, I think the elemental punches actually just carry this mon. I think B tier. Ooh, Mega Lucario. So, it's funny. Lucario is not a Pokemon I have seen much at all. But, I do think it's good. I think it's really good in theory. I think it's bad into Garchomp. That's the big negative about it. It's okay into Drill. It's 50-50. It's like whoever gets their attack off first wins, and CC is pretty quick. Again, same thing. Like, you probably have a positive matchup into Guardy as well. Like, you do take a lot from Moonblast and Psyshock, but you can hit it hard with, you know, what is this thing's, does it get Meteor Mash? Lucario. I don't think it gets Meteor Mash, right? What would its Steel type move be in this game? I mean, you get E-Speed, you get SD, which is obviously also really good. What is your Steel move of choice? Metal Claw, Bullet Punch. Surely you get something better than that. Iron Defense, Flash Cannon, Okay, it's literally Iron Tail. I've never seen Iron Tail in this game. It actually might be okay. But yeah, look, it gets the Elemental Punches. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying, dude. It's like, unfortunately, like, it is a mixed attacker. Like, that's the one bad thing I would say about Mega Lucario. It is mixed, and without its ability, it's kind of hard. But, like, 145, 140, and then, like, 70, 88, 70, 88, 70 is kind of poo, but... I mean, like, 145, 140, it's so strong. Steel is good. Like, I would say that's probably its biggest issue, is it is the second best Steel type. I think Metagross is better, spoiler alert. I'm happy to go B tier though. I think it's good. Like CC is good right now. Not Flash Cannon. Iron Tail is probably good right now. Elemental Punches are good. It gets Swords Dance. You can probably even play Special, right? This thing gets Plot, I'm pretty sure. Like, do you get Plot? Yeah, you get Nasty Plot. So like Nasty Plot Focus Blast actually could be kind of cool. Like Plot, do you get like Ice Beam and stuff like that? You get Ice Punch. No Ice Beam. Do you get T-Bolt? Yeah, without those, it does get a little bit more difficult. But, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, you got, like, SD, E-Speed, CC, Elemental Punches. You got Iron Tail. You got the Plot set as well. Yeah, I think this mod's good. It honestly is a mod where it's probably... Dude, you've got Bulk Up as well. Even better. And Calm Mind, dude. Okay, yeah. This mod, it's actually got so much sauce. Like, dude, if it had, like, T-Bolt, it also gets, like, Stone Edge too. Oh... Yeah, dude, if this thing got like T-Bolt Ice Beam, I'd be like, yup, A tier. But without those, it's a bit hard. But yeah, I'm happy to say it's like best B tier mon. It's like probably borderline A. I don't see people play it, which is the only issue. But it is on my list of things to test over the weekend. So hopefully I get around to it and I can actually play it a little bit. But like the potential's there. It's a nightmare and best of one. I think it really depends what team you build around it. I'm sorry, not best of one, closed team sheet. But I think it could be good. I think it could be. All right, so Mega Manectric. It's crazy because I feel like the B tier is just so full right now. But honestly, Mega Manectric is kind of just like... it's like Ampharos, but like slightly different. I think Ampharos has the better bulk of the two mons. But like again, it's like... It kind of like... It comes down to what coverage you want, right? Because like, again, you like look at Manectric. Where are you? Mega Manectric. This should hopefully have all of its special type attacks. So obviously you want to run like Electric move. You've got Overheat, which is really cool as well. Flamethrower. I think that's kind of your coverage though, right? Yeah, like I think it's like Fire Electric is like all you got. Oh, what have I done here? I've gone back too far. Manectric. Like I would say like the biggest issue I have with Manectric is like, it's like, I would probably say it's just like worse Jolteon without the Mega. So like you need the Mega to make it better than Jolteon. It's like at that point, is it worth it? But you got T-Bolt, obviously, which is really solid. You have Light Screen, which is interesting. You have Discharge, which is good. Overheat. It looks like it doesn't have Plot or Calm Mind. Yeah, like, I mean, you look at this thing, right? Like, you're just using it as a strong special attacker. Like, its bulk, like, 70, 80, 80 is kind of average. I'm not going to lie. Like, again, like, it's okay. Like, you're not living in Earthquake, but, like, you're probably living, like, one neutral attack. I just think without a way to set up and like your only coverage move really is Fire. I think it's difficult. Like, I don't know. I'm willing to say it's B tier just because I think Fire and Electric coverage is really good right now. But like, you have to build a team around this to make this thing thrive. All right, Mega Mawile. This is another like really interesting piece, right? Because on one hand, I've seen people say it's broken. Like, it's a Steel Fairy. It's a fantastic typing. I believe you get all of the Fang moves as well. What have I done here? Control. Mawile. Where is Mawile? There you are. So like, again, insane typing. Obviously it gets that boosted attack in this, so it does actually go up to 145 because it doesn't have access to huge power. I'm pretty sure this thing gets SD. I'm like 99.9% certain it does. Swords Dance. Yep, there it is. So it gets Swords Dance. It actually has the punches over the fangs too. Really, really important. They're even stronger. Of course, you get Play Rough in this game. I'm pretty sure Iron Head is your best steel type move. So it's really good. Like, as a mega steel type, it is probably like... I would say it's like right there with Lucario. It probably just comes down to what your team needs. Like, these two do very, very similar things. You could probably argue Mawile's better just because it's a fairy. Like, with its bulk too, like, obviously it doesn't have Intimidate, which kind of sucks. But with its bulk, like, 125 defense, I'd have to check, but you can probably live like a base Garchomp's Earthquake. If you can like figure out a way to live base Garchomp's Earthquake, I think this mod's actually like really solid. But again, its typing's broken. It has a pretty solid matchup into the top of the meta. Like, Steel's really good into the fairies. You've got Thunder Punch, you've got Ice Fang. Like, everything is there for Mawile to actually be a really good mod, I think. All right, Mega Medicham. I think this thing's just bad, right? Obviously, it doesn't have huge power, which is kind of bad, right? Like, it goes up to 140 attack, which is good. Its bulk's bad. Attack at like 140 is kind of whatever. Like, I'm sure it gets the elemental punches. I don't even really need to test it. Medicham. I'm looking at Marchamp, aren't I? Medicham. Dude, why is it so hard for me to see these? There it is, Medicham. Perfect. All right, so what do you got here? I'm sure you got SD for me, right? Oh, bro, can't even SD? You bulk up? Okay, you can bulk up, right? It's got bulk up, right? It's got, you know, CC, I'm sure. Yeah, it's got CC. It's got the elemental punches. Like, it's got stuff. Like, it does. I don't think it's good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's good. Yeah, I don't think there's any point talking about it. It's D tier. It's like borderline F, man. All right, Mega Metagross. If you'd asked me, like, 2 days ago, I would have said, like, top of A. I think this monster's S. It's a stat stick. Like, it's Mega Metagross, right? Like, it's, you know, you look at this shit, right? It's absurd. Like, 145, 150, 110. Like, it's just good. It's Mega Metagross, right? You get access to Heavy Slam. Zen Headbutt's okay. You've got Earthquake. You got the Elemental Punches. I think the base form of Metagross is also really good, which helps out a lot, right? You can run things like AV. I've even seen, like, Chople, Ice Punch, which I think is also, like, really good. Yeah, I think it's just S tier. It's a good mod. It's a stat stick. It's good. There's not much else to say. All right, Pidgeot. So Pidgeot. I know Thatsu has actually been like really high on this mon. I can't really say it's above A tier. If I had to pick, I'm gonna say like probably somewhere here around like mid to high B. It is really interesting because it has a really good special attack stat. Its bulk is also like okay, like 83, 80, 80. It's like, again, you're gonna live a base attack. You're not weak to a majority of the top threats. Like, you're not weak to Chomp, you're not weak to Gyarados, you're not weak to Metagross, you're not weak to, you know, Clef, Floette, Gardevoir. Like, because of that, you're really cool, like, in that regard. You do obviously have that electric weakness, which also shares with Gyarados, so it's a bit iffy there. But between your stabs with, like, Hurricane, Hyper Voice, and then also having access to Heat Wave, and then, like, Nasty Plot, it also has access to Reflect. This mon does actually have a lot going through it for it. I think, like, an offensive mon that can go, like, you know, double stab, coverage, reflect, I do think is really good because it really helps it live some of those attacks and also just allows it to support the team, right? So it is a mon that you can lead it. You know, if it's a bad matchup, you set up reflect, you get out into one of your other sweepers. I do think it's a solid piece. Mega Pinsir. I love this mon to bits. Without its ability, it's just bad. Like, it's bad, right? Like, 55, 155 is really good, but 65, 120, 90, like, the bulk's actually okay. You are a flying type, so, like, you're not weak to the ground stuff, but I don't know, like, it just, you don't have flying type moves without aerialate. You can't click return. It's bad. I'm sorry. Like, it's, like, there's an argument it's, like, down there for, like, the worst one in the game, I think. Mega Sableye. I have seen people trying to stall in this game. I'm just going to go out there and say Mega Sableye is the worst one in this game. Not because I think Mega Sableye is the worst Mega by any means. I think Mega Sableye, is actually a really good Mega. I just don't think Sableye does what this game mode needs. And what I mean by that is, like, I played against people that were running Sableye, right? And they were running, like, screens Mega Sableye. But, like, my thing was, it's like, oh, you want to click screens? I'm just going to attack you 3 times. And chances are I'm KOing you. Like, there was a guy I fought. I think it was actually in my Mega Gren video yesterday. And he just like kept setting up dual screens, and I would just go like Dark Pulse, Ice Beam into like Hydro Pump, and like he would get up both screens and then he'd just go down, and it was like really sad. If we have a look at Mega Sableye, it's just, yeah, like its bulk at like 50, 125, 115 is good, but 85, 85 is bad. Like, yeah, you got access to Calm Mind, but like, and you got bulk up, and you got like it has so much, yet it's just like, I don't know, dude. I'm just, it's F tier. I think, like, it's sad because I do think Mega Sableye is really cool, but it's like, it's the worst mon in the game, I think, at least for this game mode, right? It's bulky, has no offense. Like, I guess, like, it plays really similar to, like, to Audino, but, like, Audino's a fairy type, and the best mons in the game are weak to fairy. It's like, oh, this is a dark type, and there's, like, fairies everywhere, so, yeah, it's F tier. Alright, Mega Ment, my go. Very similar to Pinsir, losing its ability makes it really bad. But this thing also just has 700 base stats. It still has Fly. It still has Outrage. It's still a stat stick. It has just enormous bulk. It has access to things like Draco. I'm not going to go like too much into it. Like, if its stats weren't this broken, I think it would be like, oh, you know, maybe, but like 95, 130, 90 is still like really good. I'm pretty sure this thing also gets like Ice Fang as well. Has it made me a liar? Let's double check this. I'm almost certain this thing gets Ice Fang. If I'm wrong, feels bad, man. Do you get Ice Fang? Oh, you get Thunder Fang and Fire Fang, but not Ice Fang. That does actually feel really bad, man. One of the things I will say that they did pretty good with most of these pseudos outside of Garchomp, of course, is they don't have setup moves. Thank God. I think if guys like Salamence and D-Knight had, you know, DD, SD, stuff like that, they'd probably be a little too broken. But yeah, like, look, it's still a strong physical attacker, right? It gets, you know, Stone Edge, it gets Earthquake. Of course, we saw Thunderfang as well, right? Brick Break. Also, I feel like I haven't spoken enough about Brick Break, and I was actually going to do it with the next one. Brick Break's just really good, because again, everyone feels like they're running screens right now. You can run Hurricane, Draco Meteor if you want. Like, this mon is good, dude. I think Mega Salamence, its stats are just too good to be anything less than A tier. Alright, Mega Scizor, another mon I have seen quite a lot of people talking about. A lot of people have mentioned in my comments that they think Mega Scizor is really, really good. And I do tend to agree. I think Mega Scizor is really, really strong. I'm just looking at the B tier now and kind of wishing I dropped a few mons down. Because, like, I feel like it's kind of what I was saying earlier. Like, I feel like it's a B tier, but, like, realistically, it's so hard because I'm like, I think Zam should drop, but Zam shouldn't be on the level of these. Maybe these guys, I'm just going to change this. I think these guys are all D tier. I think you go down. I think you go down. I think... Oh, does anything else actually go down, though? Like, this is kind of the hard part, right? Like, maybe Manectric goes down. Yeah, I'm going to put Manectric down. I'm going to put Kang down. I'm going to put these normal types down. I think they're all going down for me here. Dude, I think these guys have such a good niche. It's hard to drop them. Like, same with Aero. Aero's, like, cool. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. We'll drop those 5 mons down. I think it opens up the tier list just a little bit more. But yeah, Scizor, again, it's a really, really good steel type. It has access to Swords Dance, which is really good, of course. It is a steel type again, so like being able to hit things like those top 3 fairies does feel really, really good right now. Its bulk's obviously insane. 70, 140, 100's like really good. Being like not bad into Garchomp and like Excadrill also like makes up for it. Having Brick Break also feels really good because you just beat up a lot of the screens teams. And then Scizor, let's quickly find you. There's absolutely no way. Ah, dude, it's right there. Yeah, like this mon's good, right? It's got Brick Break. I believe it also has CC now as well, which gives it some options. It has Iron Head, Lunge. You get X-Scissor as well. I don't think you get Mega Horn. Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy if you did. It has Bullet Punch. It has U-Turn. So, like, again, there's a lot going for this mon. There is a lot it can do. It can also set up Light Screen for you as well, apparently, which is kind of crazy. Fire types aren't super duper common, and people don't run Fire Fang or Fire Punch or anything like that. So, I'm happy to say it's, like, you know, up top here. I think these 3 steel types really are the best in the B tier. It feels like I almost need like a B+ tier where like it's these 3 steel types. Because I think they are like better than everything else, but I don't think they're on the same level as the A tier. Alright, Sharpedo. I'm gonna be real. It's worse Greninja, which is a big bad thing for it. And then like all the other what's it called? All the other water types like really bulky. This thing's not. Like 70, 70, 65. Like yeah, it's got insane attack. Just play Mega Gren, I think. Mega Gren's just better. I think being a special attacker is better. Yes, it gets things like Ice Fang, but again, like Mega Gren just clicks Ice Beam. So it's like everything you can do, Mega Gren can kind of do better. Like Hydro Pump's better than like any water move it can click. Dark Pulse and Crunch kind of even each other out. Dark Pulse is obviously a range move. Yeah, I think it's probably like the worst like water type Mega. I'm happy to put it D tier. All right, Mega Bro. This is another one that is actually rising up quite a bit. I'm going to say top of B tier, probably around the same tier as these steel types. It honestly could even rise up a bit more. Slowbro is like really good because like, again, Mega Bro, its defense is kind of insane. 95, 180 is like absurd, right? It gets access to Ice Beam, it gets Psy Shock, I believe it gets Plot, it also obviously has water stuff like Surf, it also gets access to screens as well, it gets Calm Mind, it's just, yeah, it's a really, really good bulky water. I'm not going to go too in depth with it. This mon can do a lot of different things. I do think it's just really solid. Like, it's a good pick, right? Again, when you look at the top of the meta, right, it's good into Chomp, right? Its bulk is kind of insane. Like, yes, it doesn't really want to see something like a Mega Gyarados, but like, if you're running like Calm Mind plus Reflect with double water, it's like, you can make this mon so goddamn hard to get through. Yeah, I think it's just really good. Mega Steelix, it's so hard because it's like, it's kind of just Excadrill Light, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Am I Steelix? Like, it's got good attack. Its defense is kind of insane. Like, it kind of... Do you get access to Swords Dance, I guess? That's, like, the big one, right? Steelix. Oh, my God. Steel. Oh, God. Dude. Alright, let's just... You type in Steel, every Steel type on the list is going to pop up. There we go. Steelix. Alright, so, Steelix. Do you have a way to buff your attack? I'm pretty sure it gets Curse, right? Curse. Is there a ghost type? Yeah, Curse. Okay, so it gets Curse, which is good. It raises your attack, raises your defense, lowers your speed. You don't get. You have the Elemental Fangs as well, right? So you get Thunder Fang, Ice Fang, right? Which is good. I'm assuming you get access to Earthquake. I'm almost certain you do. You got Dig, which is also good. Dig on a slow mon, actually, probably not bad either. You got access to Earthquake as well. You probably have... Do you have a Heavy Slam? That's probably another big one. You get Heavy Slam too, yeah. I don't know, dude. I'm surprised I haven't seen more Steelix. I look at this thing and I think it's good, right? Like, yeah, it is probably just worse Drill, but like... I don't know. I feel like people just aren't playing it. Maybe it's like to do with its hitbox being kind of crazy. Maybe Drill's like HP stat is just so much better. But I don't know, dude. Is this not just like Excadrill? Like, it's just Excadrill, but like it has the Elemental Fangs. Like, it's Excadrill with Thunder Fang. It feels kind of crazy. You know what it probably is, actually? It's probably the fact that base Steelix is just so bad. Yeah. Like, at least base Drill has like 135 attack. This thing has 85. It's like, it needs to Mega. But I don't know. With Curse, you just feel so strong. Dude, maybe I'm not giving Steelix enough respect. I think I'm gonna have to try this out. I think I'm gonna have to try it out. All right, Swampert, my goat. You're a DLC mon. Sorry, brother. You got left off. I probably should have mentioned that at the start too. These guys are all not in the game currently. That's why they kind of sit there. Mega Tita. Similar to the guys in A tier, it is just a stat stick. I think it's more of a B tier pick though. Out of all the pseudos, like, yes, it's like weak to Earthquake, but it's also weak to the fairies, which is kind of like Metagross loses to Garchomp, but beats the fairies that Garchomp loses to, where this just loses to Garchomp, it loses to Metagross, and it loses to the fairies. So it's like, its stats are really good. Its typing kind of just lets it down. There's not much else to say about Tita. It's good. Rock coverage is really strong. It gets the elemental punches. It is a good mon. It has a ridiculous amount of stats. It's just, I don't think it matches up well into the metagame. And then finally, Venusaur, my guy. Funny enough, there is like no grass mega evolutions. I just realized, like, Salamence isn't in the game. You're probably worse than Abomasnow. Like, it's probably a C tier mon, right? Dude, that makes me feel so bad too. Like, I love this guy. I picked him in game. I was so sad how late you get its Mega Stone compared to the others. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, realistically, what do you do? Like, yeah, you can run Earth Power. Like, you're bulky. Like, it's got, like, stats, but it's got nothing crazy, right? It's like, Venusaur. Like, your build is probably just, like, it's probably, like, Work Up, Earth Power, Double Stab, right? Like, Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, and then, like, Solar Beam or something. Like, it's okay. I think you could definitely make it work. I just don't think it's, like, a top-tier threat. Like, again, it's, like, when you look at the top mons, right? Like, everything's running Thunder Fang, which isn't great. You're a grass type that is only neutral to ground type moves. If Gyarados has Bounce, you're in trouble. If the Metagrosses have Zen Headbutt, you're in trouble. You do have an okay matchup into the fairies, but it's also like Clef can run Air Slash. Guardy has Psyshock. Yeah, like you're okay into Amphi, right? You resist it. You have Earth Power. Your matchup into Hera is also kind of like 50-50, right? Like, yes, you're a grass type, but you're neutral to Bug and, you know, that kind of stuff. Mega Ment with like Fly kind of messes you up. Like, you've got Earth Power. Like, yeah, you're okay. Like, again, like, it's one of those things where, like, I think anything on this list outside of like Sableye, and even that, I think Sableye, like, you can play Sableye with screens, it's fine. But yeah, I think I'm happy to put Mega Venusaur here in the C tier. Now let's have a look, guys, because that is it. That is it. Is there anything I think needs to be changed? So I do think these are the 3 best mons in the game right now, 100%. If I had to move anything up here, is it Mega Bro? I feel like Mega Bro is like so rising up right now. Like, its physical defense stat in a physical metagame is just so good. And again, it gets Reflect, it gets Calm Mind, it gets Ice Beam, it gets Psyshock, Hydro. Yeah, Surf. Mega Bro, dude, I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Now, you know what? You know what we're gonna do here? I'm gonna cheat. We're just gonna go the B+ tier. I'm gonna cheat. This is my list. I'm allowed to do what I want, right? We're gonna go the B+ tier. Oh, dude, really? Really? Is this game serious? Really? The B tier. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and do this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. Like, this Steelix might be a hot take by me, but I don't know. With Curse, like, Curse is just such a good setup. Yeah, I think this is what I'm going to do, because I do think these mons here are better. I think these mons are worse. Yeah, I'm happy with that now. I'm happy with that now. I think that looks a lot nicer. Not so many mons in the B tier, and it kind of separates, like, the average B tiers from the good B tiers. Yeah, I think... Oh, dude, but then I look at it, and I'm like, if I go B+, maybe Mega Heracross actually drops down. Like, maybe Mega Heracross is, like... Yeah. I think that feels a lot better, dropping Heracross into the B+ tier. Yeah, no, I'm okay with that. Actually, you know what? I have my other tier list on my other screen. Hold on. Megadrill. Because, like, yeah, like, in my other tier list, like, I have, like, Meganium in the B tier. Like, these guys are better than Meganium, right? Yeah. I'm happy with this. I think this is a good list. I am happy to keep this where it is. All right. We're going to end it there. We're going to end it there. Otherwise, I'm going to sit here and ramble on, and this video will eclipse an hour. And that my goal was to keep it under an hour. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the tier list. Let me know down below what you think. I'm really excited to see what people say. Again, it's really cool seeing how the meta is starting to develop. I feel like everyone realizes Garchomp's the best mon, and everyone's just kind of trying to find ways to beat it, right? So I'm super excited. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know down below what you think. Yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Peace.